I kind of decided, like, I'm not a professional musician, obviously, but so, like, I have in my repertoire, I'm able to play a lot of Hendrix. So I've always wanted to play Hendrix here, but it always felt difficult.
Right.
Like, this doesn't feel right. Even like Gary Clark Jr., like, playing, it's better if he's like fucking around more. But if you're performing a serious thing, it doesn't feel right here. That's not what this is, right?
Well, it's interesting. Like, sometimes it's okay. Like, some people do, like Suzanne from Honey Honey.
Yeah.
Like, she's had some of the best performances I've ever seen right here.
Yeah.
Some people could Everlast, like, it inspired him to do a whole acoustic thing. My Life Acoustic, that was like inspired from him doing sets here.
Yeah, he played What It's Like. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Everlast. I get it. I mean, maybe that's long term.
But I know what you're saying. It's a different thing.
I mean, if I was, so here's the, okay, it's difficult to play Voodoo Child, for example, in the full, there's a technical way to play it, which is like precise. That's not as fun. You want to play it precise plus improvise. Shoot the shit, have fun with it. Probably, I don't usually get high, but like get into the spirit, right? That's
you don't usually get high.
Yeah.
When you're over at Jamie's house, you get high.
Yeah, exactly. But to perform it like loose and fully in it, that requires, like, you have to first go actually play it live in front of people, like, relax. I mean, it's like performing jokes or something, and it's not. You have to get really good at that. And I haven't just like the Q people. Most of my music playing has been by myself.
What does that mean? But like the Q people?
No, I'm saying like most of my art is created behind the computer by myself.
Okay.
That's what I mean by the Q people. But I love.
Do you think you've ever do like a show? Like maybe you do like a set at Antone's?
Like music?
Like do like a live performance?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So I used to play live. It's terrifying. So some people stand up to the pressure well. For music, it's terrifying. Like, I wonder how many repetitions it takes to fully lose that. To lose that pressure. Because we're talking, okay, there's several things. Like, what I'm referring to with Hendrix is just technically difficult too. So it's not only that you have to lose yourself, you also have to be on point finger-wise. It's just like, it's like if you're a physical act or something like that, you really just have to also perform really well.
Right.
I don't know. For me, when I get on stage, especially when there's a larger number of people, I feel it. And I wonder if reps can get over that. I think
you have to do reps in front of people.
Yeah, in front of people.
I mean, I think it's like, do you ever read Outliers? Mm-hmm. When they talked about the Beatles, and the Beatles performing in, I think it was Munich. Is that what they did? Like, they were doing just constant shows all the time. So when when the general public first saw the Beatles, when they went mainstream, they had been working together for so many hours and hours and hours of live performances in front of passionate audiences that they were a finely tuned machine. And that, when you think about Hendrix was not just technically proficient. He was also free in this way that, I don't want to advocate drug use. It's like what's that Hunter S. Thompson quote? I don't want to advocate drug use.
It's worked for me.
Yeah, drug use and violence, but it's always worked for me. There's something to Hendrix's looseness and the freedom of his expression. There's just, I don't know if you get there any other way. I don't know. There's certain liberties that he would take with notes, like that. To me, like Voodoo Child, to me is like, if I'm tired and I play that song, like if I'm on a stair mill or something like that and I play that song, it's like fuel for the body. It's like a drug. Like all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, let's go. Your body just fucking feeds off of it.
Yeah.
There's something about his interpretation of those notes.
Yeah. Especially when it's like live, because he loses himself much more in the wah pedal. Like just loses himself. I actually like Stevie Ray Vaughan
Stevie Ray
version
Vaughan's version's
as
amazing.
well, but it's different. It's not. It's more technical. It's less loosey.
Well, it's also a bit of an homage, right?
It's an homage, yeah.
Yeah.
Which you don't want to outperform the master sometimes.
But it's you even? It's like everyone's gonna know that even if you take it further, you took it further because the other guy had the baton first, and he handed it to you.
Well, then Johnny Cash just owned Hurt from Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. Yeah.
Some people just take the song.
Well, also he was dying.
Yeah. So the story of the man is as important as the song.
There's a quality to his voice when he was singing that where he was at the end of the road, and a road where he was, I don't want to speak for him, but it seems like a fucking amazing life.
Yeah.
And he kind of knew it.
Yeah.
Complex dude, too. So complex.
So Voodoo Child's your number one?
It's one of them.
For Jimmy? So All Along the Watchtower. By the way, I love playing Hey Joe. Wouldn't play it here because it's ridiculous. Where you going with that gun in your hand? Like, I would love to play that song, but it doesn't. It's too ridiculous. All Along the Watchtower is actually...
If 6 was 9, it's another one.
Yeah.
That's
Castles Made of Sand.